Imagine a land where ancient pyramids meet ambitious skyscrapers, a place where centuries of history blend with rapid modernization. Welcome to Egypt. But did you know Egypt's economy is in the middle of a surprising transformation? It's got big gains, real struggles, and exciting plans for the future. So, what's really going on with Egypt's economy? In this video, we're going deep into Egypt's economic story, revealing the latest numbers, surprises, and future predictions that you need to know. Stick around to see what could shape Egypt's next big leap or its next big setback. The growth story, Egypt's economic boom. Here's an image of Cairo's bustling cityscape. Highways packed with cars, buildings under construction, and a skyline that's changing every day. Egypt is growing fast. Over the past decade, Egypt's GDP has seen steady growth, even hitting 4.2% last year. So, what's fueling this boom? Well, let's dive in. Construction and infrastructure. Did you know Egypt is building a completely new capital? That's right. The new administrative capital, set to be about 45 kilometers from Cairo, is part of a $58 billion plan to modernize and reduce congestion. Projects like these are creating thousands of jobs, drawing in investors, and transforming Egypt's landscape. Tourism comeback. As you see, tourism is bouncing back stronger than ever. Egypt welcomed over 11 million tourists in 2023, and it's aiming for 15 million by 2025. This sector alone contributes about 12% of the country's GDP, with attractions like the new Grand Egyptian Museum, the largest archaeological museum in the world. Egypt is becoming a top destination once again. But for every impressive stat, there's a challenge. Let's talk about what's holding Egypt back. The challenges: inflation, debt, and the Egyptian pound. Egypt faces serious economic obstacles. Let's start with inflation. In 2024, inflation in Egypt was over 30%, pushing the cost of essentials like food, fuel, and rent sky high. Imagine paying twice as much for basics in just a few months. Currency crisis. Did you know the Egyptian pound has lost nearly 50% of its value in the last 2 years? This makes imports way more expensive and puts pressure on everyday expenses. And for foreign investors, a shaky currency raises big questions about stability. Debt dependency. As you see, Egypt is also grappling with debt. With a debt-to-GDP ratio of almost 90%, Egypt is spending a lot just to pay off interest. Imagine trying to grow with so much weight on your shoulders. But despite these issues, Egypt isn't backing down. Let's see how it's tackling these challenges. Solutions in action. Reforms and foreign investments. Egypt's got a plan, and it's looking to foreign investors to help make it happen. Here's an image of Egypt's major port in Alexandria. Trade, investment, and reforms are at the heart of Egypt's economic strategy. Economic reforms. Egypt recently entered a $3 billion deal with the International Monetary Fund. This comes with promises to improve Egypt's financial system, increase exports, and create jobs. Imagine a boost in industries like textiles, chemicals, and construction. It's all part of the plan, attracting foreign investments. Did you know big players like Siemens, Coca-Cola, and Amazon are setting up projects in Egypt? Foreign investment in Egypt is surging, particularly in sectors like energy and real estate. This means more jobs and opportunities for the Egyptian workforce. Egypt's digital revolution. Now, let's talk about a sector that's buzzing with potential: technology and innovation. Egypt's economy isn't just about tourism and construction. There's a new wave of digital transformation sweeping the country. Rise of Egyptian startups. Companies like SWVL, an Egyptian-based ride-sharing company, and Visita, a digital healthcare app, are making international headlines. In fact, Egypt is now attracting millions in tech investments, especially in fields like fintech, e-commerce, and health tech. Government's digital push. As you see, the government is also investing heavily in digital infrastructure. With initiatives like Egypt's ICT 2030 strategy, they aim to increase access to the internet, digitalize public services, and make Egypt a tech hub in the region. But where does Egypt stand globally, and who are its key economic partners? Let's dive into the role of international trade and alliances. Egypt's global trade and strategic partnerships. Egypt's strategic location is a game changer for trade. Here's an image of the Suez Canal, one of the world's most crucial trade routes. Did you know that nearly 10% of all global trade passes through this canal every year? Suez Canal expansion. Recently, Egypt invested billions to expand the Suez Canal, allowing for more and faster passage of ships. This not only boosts revenue for Egypt, but also strengthens its role as a global trade hub. Imagine the importance of connecting Europe, Asia, and Africa through one main gateway. That's the power of the Suez Canal. Bilateral partnerships. Egypt is also strengthening economic ties with global powers, including China, the United States, and the European Union. Trade deals and investments from these countries are crucial for sectors like manufacturing, agriculture, and energy. With projects like the China-Egypt-Suez Economic and Trade Cooperation Zone, Egypt is positioning itself as a major player in international trade. While these steps sound promising, what does the future hold? Let's explore the possibilities. The future outlook. What's next for Egypt? Now imagine Egypt in 2030. With goals like Vision 2030, Egypt has big ambitions. It's aiming to become one of the top economies in Africa and a competitive force globally. But can it get there? Vision 2030 goals. As you see, Egypt's Vision 2030 is focused on sustainable development, job creation, and raising the standard of living for millions of Egyptians. Challenges ahead. Of course, this journey won't be easy. Managing inflation, controlling debt, and keeping foreign investors interested will be ongoing tasks. But with each step, Egypt is inching closer to a more stable and prosperous future. So, what can we learn from Egypt's journey? Lessons from Egypt's economy. Egypt's economy is a story of resilience, ambition, and constant change. Here's an image of Egypt's people, from young entrepreneurs to skilled workers, driving this growth. They're not just adapting, they're innovating and reshaping what's possible in their country. Did you know that Egypt's story isn't just about numbers? It's about overcoming setbacks, balancing ancient heritage with modern progress, and striving for a better tomorrow. For anyone following global economies, Egypt's journey is one to watch. So, what do you think about Egypt's economic future? Let us know in the comments if you think Egypt will rise to be a new economic powerhouse. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global economies. Until next time, keep exploring.